Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90. Welcome to today's video. Today I am here with top 10 yellows. Yes, we are continuing on in the new update colour series. I did these like 4 years ago, so we are definitely due a redo and a return around. We have 10 yellows. Let's go. We're going to start with possibly my favourite yellow category, neon yellow. If I'm going to wear yellow, I would say it is probably going to be neon more than anything else. I just find that it's eye-catching, it makes a statement, bright, fun. I live for neon yellow. So I have 3 here that are brilliant ones. The first one is from a Wikkid polish, which is a UK brand, and this is called Mate Luminate. And I love / will only deal with yellow neons that do not need a white base, and the 2 that I'm going to show you, or the 3 that do not need white bases, so I really appreciate that. Just look at this on the camera. Can you not? I just love neon yellow so much. So that first one is Wikkid polish, Mate Luminate. We then have a 90 Lacquer's Firefly. If we put the 2 of them together there may be a tiny bit different in tone, but very, very similar. Firefly was from the last year's summer collection. I wore this recently in some videos, and I just love how neon yellow nails look on camera. They just look fantastic. And this is a 3-coater, just same as the Wikkid polish one. No white base either. Love it. Now something a little different is from Pahlish, and this is called Little Bread and Butterflies. Now this is the neon yellow, but then there are itty bitty flakies in there that just break it up and give you kind of like a speckling of difference. It's not, it just breaks up that stark and neon yellow, and they are, I guess they're kind of duochromy flakies. They kind of go like blue green purple in a way, so it's a very interesting mixture. And I remember when this Alice in Wonderland little collection came out, there was a blue, a yellow and a pink, I want to say. All of them were stunning, but of course the yellow caught my eye the most. So 3 coats of Little Bread and Butterflies, and that one is Pahlish. We then move on to pastel yellow. Now pastel yellow, lighter yellow is a lot harder of a formula to get good. So with all yellows, I should have probably said at the start, I'm happy if a yellow will get opaque in 3. I'm not worried about a 2-coat of yellow. They do happen, but it's not very often, and those people obviously just get the nail on the head and a perfection. But I'm very happy with a solid 3-coat of yellow. That's not a problem to me because yellows are notoriously hard. So the first one is quite a recent one, and this one is called Hey There, and it came out in Essie, might even been in autumn 2019, and this has a great 2, nearly 3s on that border, and it's in the middle of maybe like a standard yellow and a pastel. So if I hold the next one, I'm going to compare it to, it's slightly darker, but it is still on that lighter pastel side. I really think the Essie wider brushes help a lot with the pastel application. So that one there is 2 or 3 coats of Hey There by Essie. I guess when people think of like pastel yellow, they think of Lemon Fizz by China Glaze. It's just such an old iconic shade. To everybody that was in the nail polish world when I first joined anyway, like Lemon Fizz was the yellow to have. Is this the best yellow formula ever? No. 3 coats and it's like fine. It's not even super solid yellow in 3 coats, but the nostalgia of it, the iconness of it just made me want to include this. So that is 3 coats of Lemon Fizz by China Glaze. We have a yellow Crelly, and this one is called I've Got a Golden Ticket by Dollish Polish. Now I will link the indie sellers down below. The Pahlish one I don't think is available. The Wikkid polish I think is, the 90 is, this one is. So I've tried to pick some that are still available for you. I think all but 1 are still available, so I did good for you guys. And this is beautiful, where it's a nice like mid-toned yellow base, and then there is red, orange, green and white tiny glitters in here. I love how this looks, and again with having a yellow Crelly, it's hard to do because yellows are hard to make opaque by themselves. So then when you Crelly them down, is then even harder to get the yellow base right. It's a tricky business, but I think this one does really well. I think the colours in with the yellow work really well. So that is 3 coats of I've Got a Golden Ticket by Dollish Polish. We then I guess have kind of like your standard middle tones of yellow. These are all 3 different, but to me these are kind of more mid yellow. So I guess like the bright like kind of Crayola classic here is Sun, Sea and Sand in My Pants by OPI, and this is kind of what I think of when I think of yellow, because I don't know, it's a little bit darker than mid-tone but not mustardy. What I am missing from this video is a good mustard yellow. I don't really own a good mustard yellow, so that's something that I do need because there was definitely a gap in my collection in that area. But this is a great polish. It's more of a 2 coater than a 3. It came out in the Portuguese collection, I want to say, so fairly recently. So that one there is Sun, Sea and Sand in My Pants by OPI. We then have I Just Can't Cope-cabana, which is slightly more pastel than the previous one, but again quite a mid-toned yellow. This again is similar to Lemon Fizz. This isn't the best formula in the world for yellows. It's a 3 coater and it's good. There are better yellows that are opaque in 3. However, again, to me it's just a classic shade, and sometimes the hype and the nostalgia of things kind of make me forgive the fact that maybe there are better yellow 3 coaters out there. I just love this, and it's from the Brazil collection, a little bit of an older polish. 3 coats of I Just Can't Cope-cabana. And a great pun name. I had to include it for the pun alone. We then have Never a Dullest Moment, and this is slightly more mustardy, slightly more of an earthy yellow, and this came out in the Washington DC collection. This is again more of a 2 than 3. Again, it probably could be 3, could be 2. It's more on that level. But if you compare it to the other 2 that I just showed, like I did at the start, you can definitely see it's more of a darker tone, but just not that mustard that I'm missing. Another one that I think is really great, really autumnal, very warm type of yellow, great polish. So Never a Dullest Moment by OPI. And as I said before, I'm going to be wearing one of the polishes on my nails in each video for this, and the one I'm wearing today is Dispersion by 90, and this is a yellow holographic nail polish. Holographic polishes are slightly harder to make because the spectra flare that you use to make holographic is like a grey tone, so when you add the grey to the base it can sometimes change the colour slightly. That's why making a pure white holo is near on impossible, because when you add the grey to the white it naturally makes it a little bit more grey toned, and I think that's why the yellow holos are so hard to make. They almost sometimes end up looking a little bit more limey than true lemon, and I think this is a beautiful lemon holographic. It's the best yellow holo that I own. I do think I own another 1 or 2, but this is by hands down my favourite. A beautiful 2 or 3 coater. This last one finishing us up is 90 Dispersion. And those are my top 10 yellows. So let me know down below what some of your favourites are. I know there are some really big yellow lovers out there, and also people that don't really like yellow nails, so wherever you fit I hope that you can appreciate. These are my top 10 yellows. Let me know what some of your favourites are down below. We're going to be back with green in the next video, and then I think we're going to maybe do a separate like turquoise teal category, because if not, where do I put the teal and turquoise? I can't put them in blue, can't put them in the green. I think they're going to need their own video. So I will see you again in a few weeks with my top 10 greens. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.